Well, good morning everyone. It's a beautiful day in sunny South Wales. I got my walking stick, got my pack, got my gear. I thought, oh great, let's get out there, do a video. I'm going to be spending the next couple of days in the woods. In this video I'm going to go through some basic skills that you'll need out in the field. So building a shelter, getting a fire going, keeping warm. I'll also be going through the 5 C's of survival. So let's get out there. Let's have a good time. I'll get back to you in a bit. Well, I've reached my location. Beautiful woodland. This is just a picnic area that I'm sat in. Obviously I won't be staying here tonight. To open, I'm going to head further into the woods and try and find a nice sheltered, relatively flat spot. And so erect my shelter and yeah, get a nice fire going, get some grub on the go. Like that. Yeah. So anyway, once I find the location, I'll see you again. I'll speak to you again, and we can get on with building camp. Before I continue, I thought I would show you all my new piece of kit. Picked this up the other day. This is my bushcraft knife. It's a Njord Oscar. It's got a nice keen edge. Picked it up for £69.98 at my local hunting shop. You can get them online for about the same price. And as you can see, it sticks into the woods quite nicely. And I haven't done much with it yet, but it's quite good for battening, quite good for whittling. But today I'm going to put it through its test, and I can't wait to see how well it does. Okay, so I'm at a spot that I decided to use. I got a 2x3 meter tarp, so I'm gonna lay a tarpaulin from a guide rope from this tree. So this one here, and about that height. Yeah, okay, it seems a bit short. I've got to take the size of the tarp into account. Unfortunately, it's supposed to be a 2x3 meter, but it's a little bit longer than I am tall. I'm 5'9", and 2 meters is 6.5 foot. But we can make do. So, to tie my rope to the trees, I'm going to use quick release knots. Quick and easy to do. And if you give us a second, I'll show you how to do a quick release knot. Okay, I've built my shelter, and I was supposed to show you how I was going to tie the knots. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a good position for my phone. Now, right here, this end, I did a stopper knot. It's more of a fishing knot. I'll show you how I did that. That's another time. And then I came over here, wrapped it around the tree, went around the line, back round, over and under the line again, back round, and tied a simple stop knot by here. Of course, as you can see, this is my shelter. No, it's not very big, but it will keep me dry, keep the wind off me, and that's one of the most important things. Shelter. Okay, now to build a fire. I'm gonna, first off, we need to dig a hole in the ground. I mean, like, there's quite a lot of pine needles and that on the floor around here, so we need to move all those out of the way as well to prevent a forest fire. Okay, so I've dug my hole here, and as you can see, I've filled it up with thin sticks. You don't want these any thicker than a pencil. I know I've got a couple of thick ones in there, but that's just a little bit extra fuel once it starts going. Now, in this bottle by here, I got methanol. It's around about 80% alcohol. Wouldn't recommend drinking it, because this is the stuff that they warn you about, so that will make you go blind. It's not any particular brand. This is one I made myself, as I'm also a home distiller. So let's get the fire going, is it? Give the wood a quick dousing with this. Don't need much. And then I use my ferrous rod. God's sake. A little bit more on it. There we are. There's a little bit more of this than I was hoping. So now that that's lit, what we do is we slowly build it up with more sticks of that size. And then once we've got some embers starting to form in the bottom, we can start checking on when it's about thickness of your thumb. Okay, so we got our fire going. It's going nicely. Just gonna let that burn down a bit now. Then through the fuel that's on it. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go collect some bigger sticks to put on. So, got a nice pile of wood gathered now for fuel for the fire. Got my fire going. It's only a small little fire, as you can see, but this is all that we need for a situation like this. There's a few more of us. I might think of making it a little bit bigger, but as it's just me and I'm only cooking for me, then yeah, I don't think there's any need for a larger fire. But it's a bit early yet to cook. for myself. Anyway, not particularly hungry yet. So now I'm just going to chill out for a bit. Read my books on bushcraft and survival. The only books that I've got at the moment is Bushcraft Survival 101, Bushcraft First Aid, and Trapping Bushcraft. They're all stored on my phone as a PDF, but you can find them on websites like Amazon. For the full set, you're looking at no more than 20 quid. But yeah, I'll be back with you in a bit when it starts getting darker. Okay, so it's getting about 20 past 6 now, so I decided to do myself some food. I've got here some chicken flavour super noodles, or instant noodles it says, but don't exactly call them instant because you need to cook them for 4 minutes. I'm going to chop up some hot dogs in there, and I'm going to put in some garlic mayo as well once I've drained the water. So, I like to do these. You've got to crush up. I normally would add some butter to it as well to create like sauce. Unfortunately, today I forgot to bring the butter with me. This will do just fine. I've got some garlic mayo, so that will give it some nice sauce anyway. Flavouring. Oh, sorry guys. Pouring some water. I've wrapped my tin up. No, I haven't. luckily with my multi-tool, it has a tin opener handy on it. Right. Sorry guys, I haven't used this type of tin opener before. That'll do it. Trusty knife to chop them up into the pan. I do love tinned hot dogs. One of my favourite meals. Let's get this cooking then, shall we? So yeah, what I've done now is just place this on top of the coals. Let it simmer for 5-10 minutes. And hopefully it should be ready then. So that's my noodles cooked. Added the garlic mayo. No, sorry, it's not garlic mayo, it's just Tesco's garlic sauce. I tell you what, best garlic sauce I've ever tried. Especially considering it's a home brand. It's got a nice strong garlic flavour. Got a slight little sweetness to it as well. I think I paid 90 pence for this. Definitely worth the money. Now, I'm going to eat my food. Once it gets dark, I'll start recording again. And then chill next to the fire. Anyway, take care all. If you like what you've seen so far, please hit the like and subscribe. Well, it's getting late now. It's starting to get dark. Hence why I got this on. I know this all looks pretty bright behind me, but I mean, like, yeah, it is getting pretty dark. Fire's still going nicely. Got some big logs on there now. That should last the night. And yeah. So anyway, let's talk the 5 C's of survival. Cordage. For me, I like a good paracord. 7 strand, nice and strong, and it holds up just about everything. I mean, like, a lot of people prefer to use bank line. Yeah, bank line. Well, I've never tried using bank line myself, but I don't see why it would be a problem to use. And then another C is combustion. For me, I always have 2 or 3 lighters. Good old trusty Beck. Every survivalist that you'll see will say this is the main part of it. This is a good piece of kit to have. And a Ferris rod. Of course, something to strike it with. Some people use back their knives. Nothing wrong with doing that. That works just as well. These will give you about 12,000 strikes. Get it right, you only need 1 strike to light a fire. Unfortunately, I'm not that good with it just yet. But still, I can get it done in a couple of strikes, which isn't too bad. Another C will be coverage. Depends on what the weather's forecasting. I'll use tarp. Size of the tarp will depend on what I feel like building on the day. I'll also use another smaller tarp for a ground sheet. If the weather's going to be good, then I'll build, say, lean-to or a debris shelter. I'll be going through them in later videos with you, when the weather's going to be better. And then another one is container. Now, most people prefer to use a metal water flask. It's got to be single layered, so they can store their water in it and also use it to cook on the fire with. Unfortunately, I don't have one of them yet. I have 2 plastic flasks that I can clip onto my belt, and I'll bring a saucepan to cook my food in. Hang on, so what was that? So it's combustion, cover, cordage, combustion, cover, cordage, container. Yeah, cutting tools. I like to have a nice sturdy knife on me, as you've already seen with my with this one. It's also a wood woodcrafted knife, nice and sturdy, good thick blade. Got a Scandi grind, which is perfect for woodcraft, for this sort of thing. Good all round blade. Never to blades that you'll also see me with is a multi-tool. But, got a little saw, got a can opener, a few other bits and bobs in it that come in handy. And then another one that I'll use is my little flick knife. Great for cutting cordage. Not this. I mean, like, it's a little bit. The blade's a little bit wobbly, but that's gonna be standard with a flick. It's only a small little blade. Like whittling sticks. Cutting cordage is perfect for. Right, so that's patina, cordage, cover, combustion. Cutting tools. Oh yeah. And then I've also got my folding saw. Cutting large logs, or cutting down a tree if I need to. Yeah, it comes in real handy, that. Some people will use an axe. Nothing wrong with an axe. I sometimes use an axe myself, depending on my mood. I don't have it on me today. But I'm also, I mean, like, it's more of a display axe, so I am looking to getting a better one. But that's another problem with carrying a well, in the UK, it's illegal to carry an axe, unless of course it's for work, and it's difficult to to hide in your rucksack. But that's why I got this handy little tool. So that covers the 5 C's. Now, of course, when it comes to night time, never must have is headlight, so you can keep your hands free while you're doing what you need to do. I also like to bring a little trowel with me. Hang on a minute if I can find it. I've packed it away for now. But it's just, if I need to go to the toilet or dig a fire pit, it's lightweight. It doesn't take up much room in my pack. Once again, another handy little tool to have in my pack. I mean, like, middle of summer, I wouldn't say you would need a sleeping bag. Oh yes, I bring mine. I like the comfort of one. I can lie on something extra to lie on top of when I go to sleep. it's a warm evening. Lately the nights haven't been that warm, so it'll also keep me warm in the nights. And yeah. Now, do I need to carry as much as I carry? Not really. But I do like to have some comforts with me. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I always bring a spare 2-litre bottle of water with me, as well as my two bottles, 2 hip bottles that strap onto my belt. At the moment, I'm yet to find a good water source around here. There's loads of riverbeds, but they're all dried up, which is a bit of a bitch, really. But according to Google Maps, there is quite a few around here. Unfortunately, Google Maps doesn't show whether or not they're dried up. Hopefully they're not all dried up. Alright, that's me for the night. In the morning, I'll come back on and have a quick chat, let you know how the night went, and we'll take it from there. Good night all. I'll see you in the morning. North Star. I don't know if anyone can hear this, but there's an owl calling. Love the sound of owls. Such beautiful creatures. Well, good morning. Bore da. And iechyd I slept quite well last night. Didn't get the rain that was forecasted, thank God. Thank the gods. But, so yeah. Quite happy with that. Just gonna pack down now. Maybe do a bit of exploring. So I'll come back on if I come across anything interesting. And I'll speak to you all again soon.